Hi, my name's Leona Theis, and I'm the author of If Sylvie Had Nine Lives, the digital book club pick for Together We Read Canada. I'm really pleased to be part of this program. I'm here to answer a series of 9 quick questions for book nerds, so I'll get right to it. Question 1 is, what's the last book you finished reading? And that is Pandora's Jar, Women in Greek Myth by Natalie Haynes. It's sharp and funny, and it gave me new ways of thinking about all those ancient stories we have of Pandora and Medusa and Helen of Troy. Question number 2, what's your favorite place to read? I love to read sitting on a dock at the edge of a lake in Saskatchewan's boreal forest, say late June or early July, the best time of year to be here. Question number 3 is, what is the first book you fell in love with? And I think it was one of a series of picture books for small kids called The Little Golden Books. And it was Little Red Riding Hood. I know I loved this book so much that I sat on the floor of my closet with a pair of one of those blunt edge scissors that small children have access to. And I set to work cutting a fringe along the edges of the pages so that I could make it even more beautiful. And unfortunately, my mother's idea of beauty was a little bit different from my own, so I believe I suffered a punishment for that act of beautification. Question 4 is, what place would you choose to travel to? And I think I would choose the east coast of Costa Rica. I've visited the west coast of Costa Rica and loved it. I understand the east coast is very different in nature, so I would love to have that opportunity. Question number 5, what's your favorite holiday? I have to say Boxing Day, because the mad and wonderful rush of Christmas is over with by that time, but the fridge is full of great leftovers, so nobody has to spend too much time in the kitchen. And yet there are still usually people from family to visit with and play games with. Question number 6 is easy, coffee or tea? And while I love a good cup of tea, when I wake up in the morning, it's coffee that I think of first. Question 7, the cats versus dogs question. And while I would love to live with either one, my allergies prevent me. Question 8, what's your favorite food? I love a really good homemade oatmeal scone, and I found the recipe years ago by opening my laptop and typing into the browser delicious scone recipe, and I've used it ever since. And the final question, number 9, is name a person living or dead that you would choose to sit down and have dinner with. And I think I would choose my grandmother Lane, Elizabeth Lane. And I'd like to meet her at a time when she's 16 years old and living in the state of Maine. I didn't know her very well when she was alive, and I know that I didn't appreciate her the way I ought to have. And so I would like to sit down and get to know that 16-year-old girl. I know she had hopes and dreams for her life that circumstances didn't allow her to realize. And it's my regret that I didn't know her better. So there you have it. Those are the 9 questions and 9 answers. Thank you for listening. Be safe, be well, and enjoy the read.